Associate with successful people. What's up, fam? It's November 12th, 2022, and it's day 43 of The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. If it's your first time tuning in, what I'm doing here is I'm actually choosing a card a day from T Harv Eker's Millionaire Mind Intensive cards. I'm reading the message that's on the card, sharing my thoughts on the message. Oh, that was a mosquito. Sharing my thoughts on the message and asking you as a viewer to share your thoughts. Maybe you've been using what's on this card and it's been working wonders in your life. And hey, I would love to know and learn how is it that you break through, how it's going for you, how it's transforming your life. Or maybe while I was reading it, something came up. Maybe you had an aha moment. Maybe you're like, oh yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Should have learned this a long time ago, right? But other than that, I mean, if you missed a day as well, you go back here on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube at Rich Carbajal and watch all the past videos, the past messages, and also these remaining ones. As you can see, we still have a few that are going to be uploaded, so you could watch those, either as I've mentioned, any platform. All right, and also comment. I would like for you to comment what you like, what you learned, how can I improve. Anything's helpful. All right, so let's go ahead and get this party started. We'll go here. All right. So it says associate with successful people. Associate with successful people. It says birds of a feather flock together. The rich associate with successful people. The poor often associate with unsuccessful people. Energy is contagious. If you want to fly with the eagles, you have to stop swimming with the ducks. Wow. So this is, one of the things that I've been learning throughout the years is, if you want to be somewhere, if you want to go somewhere, level up in life, then you need to, find new associations. You need to find people that are going to push you up, right? Or pull you up, right? They're going to, tell you like, hey man, you're fucking up. You got to, get this straight and let's move forward, do these things rather than keeping you in the same loop or the same, what do they call it? The same race, right? Where every day's the same, every day's the same, every day's the same. And, there's no actual change in your life. So we need to associate with those individuals who are living in the life that we aspire to have, right? If there's, one thing that I was told is that, if you want to, wherever you want to go, you have to find a mentor, find someone or an environment where you'll find those people. If you're more or less the one that's like the smartest one in your group or the one that's always going for the next level and the only one, then guess what? You have to find that place where more people than you know stuff that you want to learn, or they're already at the income level you want to reach. Why? Because it all rubs off, right? It says here, energy is contagious. And what you'll find is these individuals operate at a different frequency. When we're growing up, depending on where you grew up, we grow up in certain associations, right? We associate with a certain group of people, and some level up, some don't. Which is, it's everyone's choice what it is they want to do in life. But if you aspire, as these, cards, are about, just leveling up your game, having that millionaire mindset, billionaire mindset, trillionaire mindset, just, shooting for the next level, then guess what? We have to associate, like we have to get greater at our associations. Doesn't mean you just cut everybody out, but if, kind of like the bad apples, right? Like if there's one bad apple, that energy is just going to suck the life out of you. and you're going to become a bad apple as well, and that's what you don't want. You want to make sure that you're around freaking Fiji apples, or if you're a granny apple, then you want those freaking gala apples, or which are good apples. I don't know. I like the is it Fiji or Fuji, and the gala. Those are good. The crisp apples, right? They're freaking bomb. But this is what it's telling us. We have to just level up. And what happens is we outgrow our environments, especially when we want more, especially when we know that, hey, I got a lot more to give in life. And we had those experiences with those individuals, with our crews, with everyone we grew up with. But the next level, we have to find, right? We have to find those individuals that'll pull us up, that'll challenge us, that will share their insights, right? Same thing with, for example, if you want to, let obviously get fit. What's one of the main things you must do is work out. And if you don't have the willpower in the beginning, you have to, either get to the gym, or you have to get an accountability partner and someone that's already most likely doing it, or a trainer, a personal trainer that'll push you, right? And that's the association, right? That individual's successful, at what he does. Or even if you're at the gym, people that are constantly working out, you get to know people, and guess what? They'll push you to that next level. Same thing in finances. If you're, making, 20, 30, 50,000, 60,000 a year, you want to get to that 100,000 a year, you have to associate with those individuals making 100,000 a year. And yes, in the beginning it'll be uncomfortable. Why? Because they're going to talk a different language, or their habits are going to be different. But this is what we have to adapt to. This is what we have to learn how to implement into our lives. And we find out what books they're reading, what trainings they're going to. We find out what it is that they're investing their money in. Find out about their expenses. You better be careful though, because as we talked about, I believe in one of these cards that recent where we talked about expenses. I don't know if it was yesterday's. Oh, buy assets, yeah. That not, buy assets, not bills, right? Sometimes if you associate with those individuals that, even if they make 100 grand a year, you don't want to get those habits of spending 100 or 110 grand a year, where you'll be actually broker, than you were before. So let's break this down. Birds of a feather flock together. The rich associate with successful people. The poor often associate with unsuccessful people. So let's be mindful of that. Are we around people that just gossip all day? Or are we around people who, they're about learning? They're about implementing. They're about, they talked about creative ideas. They talk about their next venture. Talk about how to earn money, how to earn extra money, how to build a business, how to, start a little hustle, how to give back, contribute in some way, how to, let's say, how to help others, right? This is a type of people. Why? Because energy is contagious. You want the right energy. Remember that energy is going to get you into a certain feeling, which is going to get you a more powerful result in the end. If you want to fly with eagles, you have to stop swimming with the ducks. That just sounds funny. But, yeah, it's true. It's telling us. But overall, I mean, we this is one of the key components, right? We have to find out, and a lot of it has to do with environments. We have to put ourselves in those environments that are more powerful to us, right? In the beginning, it's uncomfortable. Trust me. It's been a process for me, and I'm still, learning, and sometimes it's still intimidating in certain environments. But as I continue to go, guess what? And I continue to practice, I continue to learn, and I continue to implement. Guess what? That confidence starts building up. Your risk tolerance starts building up. your your actions, or you start reaping the results of just by implementing these things and having the conversations and getting some mentorship and help. It's a process, but guess what? If you just stick to it, eventually, you might not see the fruits right away, but if you have that long-term vision, as we talked about, rich people focus on the long term. If you have that, that's all that matters. It's going to take a while, but boom. Napoleon Hill says, once you crack the code, things are going to start coming in so fast that people are going to think you're lucky. They're not going to really focus on the struggle or the journey that you've been on, right? And two, it's going to be like the abundance is going to come in so fast. You're going to be wondering, man, this has been here for so long, but guess what? It just took all those years of momentum, all those years of practice, all those years of hard work, all those years of sacrifice to get to that point. But it's going to require this one here. Let's begin to associate with successful people. And sometimes just those successful people, just by them encouraging you with the right mind food, which I call something like this, right? That right mindset starts there, right? Which will implement into the feelings, to the actions, then it'll get us the result, right? But let's find those environments, let's find those people. With that, we'll wrap it up. We'll just associate with successful people. Birds of a feather flock together. The rich associate with successful people. The poor often associate with unsuccessful people. Energy is contagious. If you want to fly with eagles, you have to stop swimming with the ducks. And there you have it, baby. I love you. God bless. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like the video. Share it. Let's get this to as many people as we can. This is powerful information. Remember, go back through these messages. As I mentioned, you don't have to listen to my take just with the cards. That's cool. But the more you listen to it and the more you begin to implement it, trust me, with time, your life will begin to transform in some way, shape, or form. All right, love you. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.